I'm also curious just because I know lessons in my own household about discrimination and how to navigate in a world like this. What kinds of lessons are passed down in the Jewish community? How do you explain this to children who are coming up and have to learn how to navigate in a world with this much hate?
Right. I can. That's a really good question and a really hard one for me to answer. I mean, never forget the Holocaust is a big part of our identity, and I know that in Jewish day schools, temples, synagogues, the Holocaust, the Zeckelman Holocaust Center in West Bloomfield also. I mean, education is huge. Yeah. Education is so important. I mean, I know that there are therapists that I'm sure I could have call in that could talk about this in a greater way, in a more, what do I want to say, educated way, I suppose. But just for me, from my heart, to see this happening is just unfathomable. I represent a lot of extraordinary Jewish organizations, nonprofits who give back to the community, who give back to so many people and do good for so many people, Jewish and not Jewish. That's the thing. We want to help heal the world. I mean, that is part of who we are. And the Jewish community works to do that, 365 days a year. It's just part of who we are. Oh,
and you talk about wanting to heal the world and just what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. We understand this is a food pantry day that happens every other Thursday, so it's possible that today that's what was happening. So again, I don't know if you're near a TV and just able to see some of the live pictures that we have from our crew now, where we have this massive police scene. We see police officers with long guns, and when you think that this could have affected people that may have just been at the synagogue just trying to get food for their families, it's so heartbreaking, Carolyn.
Yeah, I do have Fox 2 on, and seeing all of those cars. Temple Israel is a place that is known for so much joy, weddings and baby namings and bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs and happy mitzvah occasions. Oh my gosh, I am looking at the live shots. I used to live on the street. I could walk to Temple Israel from where I used to live. I mean, this is very personal and heartbreaking.
And your kids were bar mitzvahed here as well? Is that what I'm hearing?
That they were. Yeah, they were. I mean, we have so many beautiful memories at Temple Israel. Their clergy is amazing. They are amazing people. I can see the live pictures right now. Oh my gosh.
Carolyn, they say that this is a food pantry day every Thursday, so we are making a connection that it is some kind of food pantry day today as well. Have you ever been part of that day, and what does that day mean for the amount of people that could possibly be in the synagogue at this time?
Yeah,
what portion is it in?
Yeah, Lee, I don't know. That does not surprise me that they have that activity there. Might be on their website, but I don't. I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But certainly you can understand just going to any event at Temple Israel and not expecting for that to be a day that a car drives through the building or someone with a gun shows up or there is an attack or a fire. I mean, it just really speaks to the fact that anything can happen at any time.
Yeah. Wow.
I looked up, Carolyn, I looked up the calendar of events today at Temple Israel, and it looks like they have a couple things in addition to the food pantry, but one of them is a movement on the mind, which was scheduled between 1:30 and 2:30. So you would imagine that people that were going to that, maybe they got there a little bit early. So there's that. And then later today, an adult health and fitness class, which was scheduled between 3 and 4 o'clock at the temple. But just more evidence that goes to show this is an active and bustling temple with people coming and going at all hours.
Yeah, Temple Israel is known, you know, throughout the country and probably in Israel and around the world. I mean, it is a very well-respected, well-known, beautiful, beautiful place of worship and community.
Now, as we go back to live pictures, this is our Fox 2 chopper here, our chopper shot. You can see live pictures of smoke still coming out of the building. Earlier,
you know, I might be watching I don't know, I'm seeing a different picture, but I have not seen that yet. Wow. Oh my gosh.
you might be on a
No, you're good. You're good. Give it a little action. Takes a lot to prove that thing up and stuff. We're asking media to go to minimal screens or something. This is because we're moving, like, they have a shopping plaza right there. Just because we're moving so much stuff right now. It's just kind of 121 from Grand. Somewhat not doing it. For me to confirm it for you. Not yet. Definitely established. Okay? I appreciate your cooperation.
So obviously we've got the chief, West Bloomfield, and their team, incredible, local security at the temple on top of things. It appears it's still very, very early. Everything's preliminary. At least one individual came to the temple. Security saw him, engaged him in gunfire. The scene, we're not getting any active stimulus at the moment. We have everything here that we need, including, medics and tactical gear. We're looking to see if there's more than one person. We're still trying to figure that out. We're trying to get access to the video. At the moment, we just tell people that shelter in place for at least a mile area until we determine that there's no one else that maybe was on foot and fled the area, until we figure out exactly what's going on, number one. Number two, reunification will be at the JCC, the Jewish Center, and that's where parents will go to pick up their kids. It's going to be secured by law enforcement, so no fear there. If you have nothing to do with the situation, don't go there. Don't come to the area. It's active and it's busy, and we're still trying to figure it out.
Guys, can you say anything about any potential casualties, anyone hurt?
Nobody at the moment has been confirmed to be hurt, except potentially the shooter.
Any ties potentially to terrorism? With the
That's still way early to talk about. We have no idea because we don't even know who the person is at the moment.
Has that person been neutralized?
We don't have that person in custody.
So they're still on the run?
It's a work in progress. So that's why we're sheltering in place until we figure it out. It's a big facility with a lot of land around it. Until that gets secured and everybody's comfortable that there's no active threat in that spot, stay away from it, shelter in place.
We're told there's a daycare, preschool, are all those kids out?
Yeah, everybody's been moved out of the school. We've got a ton of people here. As I said, West Bloomfield got on scene in a heartbeat. Everybody else came from everywhere. Actually, the chief and I have been communicating for almost 2 weeks. Every time I've gotten some intelligence from the national level, I've been sharing. We've been talking for 2 weeks about the potential, sadly, of this happening. So there was no lack of preparation. In addition, all Jewish facilities in the area are going to have a lot of extra presence around it until we figure this out.
What about the school up the street, Pleasant Lake? Is it safe over there? Pleasant Lake Elementary is right here?
Well, again, we would tell everybody to shelter in place.
Okay.
Was there any security at this temple, as you mentioned?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
And they engaged the threat.
So there was one person that approached the security guard and...
That's still a work in progress.
Okay, and then shots were fired?
Shots were fired.
There are reports that somebody crashed with a vehicle into a building.
A vehicle was involved.
Did it reach the building?
We're going to get into more details when there's time for that, and the chief will lay out exactly, specifically what happened. But we just want everybody to kind of know what's happening as we get it. More will come to you.
All right, thank you.
Sheriff, will you come back here to run the time?
Yes.
Or this exact spot?
Yeah. Whatever the chief believes. Yeah. It's time we'll come back.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So I know I came up kind of late. So the vehicle was involved. Someone approached the security and shots were fired. That's pretty much the extent of it. What?
Our location. Yeah, Bashard. Okay, Bashard just walked by me, so I'm trying to track him down. Try to get some sound with him. But yeah, do what you need to do, Charlie, and I'll be in the area of Drake and Walnut. Yep. Bye.
I've been in contact with Charlie. He almost got to me when they started moving me back. So,
You know where they're at?
Up in James.
That building right there, the second driveway.
Back in, he's on the other side.
My hand. Well, there's some, but there's still one on there. But I think they're going to give us a sign for right now.
South side. I let him know where I'm at. And he's going to try and get to me if possible. They also have a triage area set up on the south side across the street from the temple. There's a big. Is that a golf course on the south side? I'm not sure. It says Ridgewood Point. There's a giant park. But I have a picture of him. I've had a picture of him. So Jeremy said he was going to do it. 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I just went wide. I get shot and or arrested. But yeah, if you need anything, let me know. I'm trying to give you as consistent a picture as possible. Out there, Yeah, and I'm still trying to hook up with Charlie. But last I heard, he hooked up with James, so I don't know what they're doing.
driveway. Or not, disregard it. We'll just back this SUV up and we'll follow. Hold on. Okay, we need to back up. Back up. Let's get these westbound cars through, or eastbound. We're wide open. That's what we're going to try to do for the last 15 minutes. Okay, so you guys are all right. Thank you.
radio. Children have been relocated to Shenandoah.
Synagogue on that side. Oh, I always thought there was a golf course over here. Oh, that's a school. But yeah, isn't it over there? The synagogue's on that side. They said you can't go there, right? No.
Hey, can you back that up? Back to the corner there? Long-legged Drake? Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, today is a good day to listen to Lost.
You work for some kind of media company? With that kind of camera?
Fox 2.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been watching that since I was a kid. Al Allen and those guys.
I've been working there ever since you were a kid.
Well, I've been a kid ever since you've been working there then. Not every day this crap happens, but what the heck? Like,
Yeah, this is horrible.
I wonder if this is going to be like, I'm Jewish, so I don't know if it's Jewish on Jewish crime, like they usually sometimes is, or somebody's pissed off. I actually thought it would have been on Orchard Lake Road. There's that one place where they had the chairs and like bring them home, and that used to piss people off.
I don't have it. It's not confirmed, but it sounded like, I don't know if there's a school over there, but someone drove a car into the school.
The school, not the synagogue.
Correct.
Okay.
So I think that's what's going on.
must be at work. I should probably go back.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your job, right?
Well, you know, I can always say I wasn't feeling well. I went home.
There you go.
Well, hopefully this doesn't turn out to be what it is. But what a waste of money. I mean, like, yeah, you know, it's not a waste of money because the activity at Mars, right? But at the same time, like, who really knows what's going on?
Good afternoon to non-profit workers.
Good point.
Didn't hear that.
Well, I'm not that. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Take care.
There's a lot of police. All of them.
Yeah, I was in Shenandoah. They told me to be.
I mean, I couldn't stay there, but I did station. How'd you get so close? How'd you get so close?
It's like, fucking mad. No, I heard about it right when it happened. I was here, so I got here before a lot of the cops.
You got so is this place in the corner here or is it down the block?
This is what I'm gathering. This is, the synagogue's on this side. I believe that's a school. Somebody took a car and ran into the school. The kids would put the fire out. I think so, yeah. They shot the guy in the car. Dead. Perpetrator dead. Kids are all saying, no, I was across the street. They had the front crime taped off. I got there.
I think we have others too. Where? I don't know. I think down the street. That might be. Is that JCC down the street?
Oh, I have no idea.
My thing fell off. That's just
Hold on. Yeah, I got you. I gotta get Tim again. Hold on. I gotta go find Tim.
it's better to get low.
Okay, my camera's not on, right?
She said let her know when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. So, can I get in front of the camera and get in position? Okay. All right, tell me when, and then I'll step off this way. Yeah. Hey, Rochelle. Yeah, very heartbreaking and unnerving situation. We're sitting right here on the corner of Drake and Walnut Creek Road here in West Bloomfield. All around this perimeter, there is a shopping complex right around the corner from me. There are families, there are people standing by with their phones just looking at the situation right now. There are hundreds of law enforcement personnel, SWAT teams, people from surrounding communities, law enforcement here on scene out front of Temple Israel where there was an active shooter reported. We can confirm that. I'm going to tell you what we know at this point. So as of right now, about 15-20 minutes ago, Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard held a press conference, very brief, just to give us an update on what they know at this point. He says that there was a man that approached the synagogue and security saw him coming and there was an exchange of gunfire. That security guard ended up shooting that shooter. There was some sort of vehicle involved. We're not sure of the extent of that situation, but he does say that the shooter is still on the loose. There is nobody that has been caught, nobody in custody at this time. So it is a very active, fluid situation right now. I'm going to step aside so you can see exactly what we're seeing right behind me, right over here. You can see right down the way police lights. There are hundreds of law enforcement personnel here on scene. You can see the people surrounding this area right over here. Now, as far as injuries, none have been reported at this time. Of course, that could change. We are working to find out more information. The shooter, again, still on the loose. He may or may not have been shot. Police are still working to track that person down, and it's unclear if anybody else is involved at this point. Now, Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard, he did say that police, they have cleared out any individuals that were currently inside the daycare and Temple at the time, and this is really important for people to keep in mind. Those individuals, those kids, they can be picked up right now at JCC, which is right up the road from where this situation is evolving. Sheriff Bouchard does say that schools are on lockdown in West Bloomfield and the surrounding communities. They are increasing patrols at other places of worship. As of right now, as you can imagine, this is a very heightened and nerve-wracking situation, just on the hearts of many individuals right now. They are asking people to avoid the area in a 1-mile radius, so please keep that in mind as they are working to investigate this situation. But again, as you can see right now, there are hundreds of law enforcement personnel outside blocking this intersection. We're over here on Drake Road and Walnut Lake Road here in West Bloomfield, where there is an active shooter situation outside of Temple Israel here in West Bloomfield. Again, I'll give you a brief synopsis of what we know at this point. Police have told us that a man approached the synagogue and security saw him coming. There was an exchange of gunfire. Security did shoot at this individual. Somehow there was a vehicle involved. We're not sure as to the extent of that particular situation, but Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard does say that the shooter is still on the loose. He may or may not have been shot. They are working to find that out, and it's unclear at this point if there are any other individuals that they are looking for as well. As far as other injuries, none have been reported at this time. Of course, that could change. This is a very fluid and evolving situation. Police, though, important to mention, they have cleared out any individuals, any kids that were inside the daycare or temple at the time of this incident. They can be picked up at JCC, which is up the road from where the situation is taking place. Schools are on lockdown here in West Bloomfield and the surrounding communities, and police are now increasing patrols at other places of worship, and they are asking people to avoid the area in a 1-mile radius. Of course, we're working to learn more information. I'm sure more updates are expected from Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard, West Bloomfield Police. We're working to learn more, but of course, we'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more information. But for now, reporting live in West Bloomfield, Alicia Bergio, CBS News, Detroit. Tim. has been killed?
Yeah, the shooter has been.
Charge my phone.
Sorry, 248.
There's nothing on here that says that this person has been shot, has been killed.
They just
Who did?
told me from the desk they were trying to get you on IFB1.
I don't know where they're getting that from.
AP, the AP. You couldn't hear it. It was the producer. The producer was saying, Telco 6 is this.
Okay. I mean, should we go with that?
You should if you keep losing the signal.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Chanel. So we're reporting that on air that the shooter is dead. Okay.
You going now?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that. I don't hear anything. Can someone talk to me in my ear? I need to charge my phone.
I got you. Give me 1 second.
That's that. I need like a fast charger. I don't have a fast charger.
Okay. Are we still on the shot? Okay. All right. Thank you.
You hear me? Can we move? Oh, they're still on our shot. Okay. Yes, I was asking if we could move locations. You said yes or no? Okay, thank you. Hear me? Chanel? I just got an update from police. Okay.
I got you. I got you. Hold on. Get a brush.
Thank you. I know, I want to move locations. Hi, how are you? My last station.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia,
Bergia,
okay.
yes.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, this is my second station. I started in Lansing.
Nice. Yeah, same. That was the same order I did.
Did you do WLNS?
Yes. Oh, hold on. We gotta go take this. Here, we gotta take this, Chanel. Run. Yes. Hold on. We're running over here. Come right here. Come right here.
Second to get set.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
Everybody set? Okay, so again, this is all going to be super preliminary stuff. And anytime you have a situation like this, information changes and evolves. Here's what we know so far. A car came to the facility, reached the facility by driving into it, was engaged by security. We believe there is one individual deceased in the vehicle. It's been complicated because there was some fire, to say the least, with that vehicle. We believe that individual is deceased. No kids, this is the important thing, no kids or no staff was injured whatsoever. Okay? So we have no victims other than one of the lead security people was hit by the car and was taken to the hospital for treatment. That individual should be okay. So far, that's our information to this point. We have agencies from all over. Obviously, AETF is here, FBI. More than likely, we'll be taking the lead on this based on some of the preliminary investigative information we have, but we're not going to go into that at this point. But we want to assure the community it doesn't appear to be anything active. We're still clearing the area. We're going to clear vehicles for any explosive devices, the building, etc. Unification of the families and the kids are in progress. We've accounted for everybody that we believe was in the building at the time. So we're on path to continue to maybe pivot to, is there anybody else involved, and the investigative side of what's happened.
So you confirmed that it was security that shot and killed the suspect here?
Well, we can't say what killed him at this point, but security did engage the suspect with gunfire.
Did the suspect have a weapon?
We can't get into a lot of that stuff, but he breached the building, drove down the hall, and he was engaged by security.
So do we know, did he ever fire shots, the suspect?
Preliminarily, we have some information, but nothing that we confirm, so we're not going to go into it.
Where did he breach the building, the front?
He drove in through doors with a vehicle.
There was only one person in that vehicle?
That's what it appears at this point.
What do we know about this fire?
Something ignited in the vehicle. That's a work in progress. We're, through an abundance of caution, clearing the vehicle for IEDs or any explosives. We've got a significant number of bomb dogs on site, bomb techs on site, and all of that's going to be done to check the boxes. We have deployed resources all across the county, just in case, out of an abundance of caution, that there may be a secondary site, but we don't have any information at this time to believe that. So we want people to take a breath. No one was hurt. We're on top of it. The chief and his team got here fast. Everything that was supposed to happen happened. Security did their job, and then the responders did theirs.
Was it a Michigan vehicle?
Sheriff, what did the call come out as?
I believe it came out as an active shooter.
Yeah.
Where and when did you actually neutralize the threat? Where was it?
The vehicle's in the hallway of the building, inside the building.
He was shot right there.
Again, I can't tell you what he died of until we get a little further. We haven't actually gone into the car. It's still being cleared.
So we do know that the security guard shot this
They shot
shooter, at them, but it's unclear if he was killed by
because, you know, in
fire
situations like this, you never know. If somebody's trapped, sometimes they kill themselves. So the suspect was engaged. Is the clearest sentence I can give you.
What is the condition of the security officer?
From information I got, he should be okay. He was knocked unconscious.
So it's a different security officer who fired the shot?
There were multiple security officers on scene, and the one that was hurt was pulled from that area by his team.
Where's the car registered from? What?
We're not going to get into the specifics on the car at this point.
You see what type of car it is, sir? A truck or an SUV?
It was a truck.
Sheriff, this is a West Bloomfield scene, the sheriff's scene. I know everybody's here.
Everybody's here, more than likely, based on a couple early pieces of information. The FBI may take the lead. That's yet to be formally determined.
Were there explosives in his vehicle?
That's yet to be cleared.
How much damage to the building from the fire?
That I can't even tell you. You couldn't even see the hall was completely clear. We had to send people in with gas masks to clear that area.
How are the kids doing?
All the way in the building.
Do we know how fast he was going?
It's hard to say how fast. I mean, he was traveling with purpose down the hall from my look at the video.
Chief, this could have been a far worse situation considering the severity of it, him getting into the building, whatever may have been in the vehicle. Talk about just the response, those security guards, and how this could be far worse than what we're reporting and seeing right now.
No, absolutely. In fact, what I would tell you is that I am deeply proud of the response, not only from the security that was on site, but also of all the police officers and the firefighters that are here right now. We train on active shooter events a lot. The county has a consortium, Oak Tech, that trains the entire county on active shooter tactics, and that's something that we believe in and that we support, and I think that training certainly helped to mitigate what happened here today.
And the chief has been in contact with all of the facilities for weeks, and not just on the last couple of weeks, but constantly forever. But in the last couple of weeks, even a lot more integrated communication. I mean, there are always, and all of the agencies in Oak County are partnering with their religious institutions and schools. Anytime there's a concern, there's communication, there's extra patrol, extra attention, extra warnings. That had all happened for the weeks leading up to this. And the team inside that building was very queued up. I know the chief had communicated directly with their head of security weeks ago. So
Directed threats at this specific temple?
there was no specific chatter about any institution or facility in Oakland County, but they were all on alert.
Sure, if we see vehicles leaving, is it all clear of an issue? Is the shelter in place still in
It's still in place until we clear vehicles and make sure there's no IEDs or other secondary potential. But we believe there's nothing active at the moment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. So it's likely that there could be another press conference here, maybe within the next 2 hours.
Okay.
Something like
Thank
that.
you.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Families
talking to
You doing another presser? Over here.
No, I think we're good. That's like other people. Yes, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying. Do you want me to do a live interview with a resident in this area? Let me see. Hold on. Is there another one going on? No, it's the same thing.
I mean, he's not giving up any new.
He's not giving up any new information. These are people that came later. Do you want me to go up to it? Give me one moment, okay? Sorry. Is this the same stuff?
Rabbi, you could talk about.
I'm over here.
Goes out to department that internationally that are called asking how they're doing, and they're all so appreciative of what they see of our local law enforcement, how they're working to protect us, and how the community is so loving. Just walking down the street here, how many people stop by to say, thank you for being here, and so many people are so much love in this community that I think we have to for me personally, it's to focus on the love and the outpour to combat the hate that we see.
Have you received word from Temple Israel, from any of the clergy, any of the faculty that you know there?
Yes, I spoke to many of the clergy there. They are obviously very shaken, but they are strong, resolved to stay strong and to build their community. They're a beautiful community. West Bloomfield is a beautiful community of so many different stripes,
yes.
and we're a melting pot here of everyone, and everyone is supporting each other. And thank God they're amazing clergy, and they're doing very well.
Thank you, Rabbi. And Chief, you and I have talked many times about all the proactive measures that are taken to keep the public safe at religious institutions, including Temple Israel. This is certainly a situation you pray never happens.
Yes, no, absolutely. And I just want to reiterate to everybody that we do a lot of active shooter training in Oakland County. We work closely with OCTAC, who is the consortium that works with all Oakland County. And again, I want to say thank you to all our partners that have showed up today. We could not do this without everyone. And I also want to say one thing, and that is that West Bloomfield is a very resilient community. We will make it through this.
Yes, thank you. Sheriff, I know you talked about a lot of the particulars of what's happening here, but there's also a message about reassuring the public. What more can you add?
Well, as the chief said, I mean, I called all the chiefs together back in 2006, and we started training for active shooter, active threats, and we're all on the same page. We all pull together. If he needs something, and I got it, his, and vice versa. So the community should know we work hand in glove. There's no barriers between us, and we're 100% in to protect the community. And we had been in communication, constant communication, all the time, but especially more in the last 2 weeks. We have been sharing intelligence and communicating regularly, and we have done the same with our houses of worship. So everybody was all communicating and involved. The time to get that relationship going is not during a crisis. It was well in place long before this happened.
And it sounds like security responded immediately to engage the threat.
Yeah, security did a great job. The head of security there is an old friend of both of ours, former police officer. And, I had actually been to that facility a number of times with him, and so has the chief. And so we were hand in glove with the private security there as well. They did a great job. The first responders from West Bloomfield, great job. So You know, as much as you hate to ever have to face something like this, hope and prayer is not a strategy, preparation is, and we were prepared.
Okay, thanks, Sheriff. Sheriff, can you say, though, with the past 2 weeks, military activities, you've been more prepared. Is it too early to even talk about whether that's a motivation here?
100%, I would say we're always more prepared based on what goes on in the world, because we know that some people sitting in a basement are isolated and sometimes motivated and moved to action, criminal, evil action. And so that was our concern over the last couple of weeks, that increased our communication and preparedness.
Do you believe that's what happened here today?
The evidence will have to be run down to confirm or deny that. We don't know that, but obviously that's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind.
Thank you.
Rabbi,
could you say your name and spell it for me?
It's been a roller coaster of obviously shock that this can happen here, but at the same time, a strong resolve. That initial shock is what is the demand of us? What is the demand of me, you, and every other citizen? Is how to bring more goodness and kindness to the world. There's so much evil in the world, but there's so much more goodness and kindness, and to highlight that goodness and kindness and be good and kind to each other.
How hard is it not to make assumptions and wait for an investigation to play its course? And, I mean, everybody has fears, but
Yes.
yet we have to figure out and find out.
Facts are very important, so I'm definitely not in the position to make any assumptions.
Okay. Thanks, Rabbi.
Thank you very much.
What they are about the suspect at this point.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Sure. I know you've been doing a lot inside Bludgers, but just can you talk more about the coordination? I mean, you guys have had such a robust coordination for so much time here, and what that means to this community.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you have hope and prayer, but that's not, in our world, that's not preparation. So in 2006, after Mumbai, I called every chief in Oakland County and said we need to put together a consortium and train for a mass situation, and we've been training ever since.
Are there Jewish community sites well beyond this area that are also being hardened right now?
100%.
Can you talk a little bit more
We've
about
got people deployed to religious facilities and houses of worship all across the county. Okay. I do got to get back to command.
Thank you, sir.
let's get you set up on camera. Right here?
Yep.
All right, you can come right
Hold
on
second.
over here.
Hold on.
Wow, it's bright outside.
Stand still. Hold on.
All right. All right, so first things first, you're going to look at me the entire time. Let me get your first name, your last name, say and spell the two.
Beth Swiss, SWIS.
All right, and BETH?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Miss Swift, kind of take me...
Swiss.
Sorry.
Swiss cheese, you're okay.
So take me from the top. I guess you were coming along this street and then you noticed the mother?
Yeah, no, I was talking to my mom on the phone when I was driving, and then I was at the light, and I told my mom, hey, let's pray. There's about 10 police cars. And then a mom with a cell phone, she looked like a mom with a cell phone, was running across the street, and she had that look of horror, kind of like 9/11. Remember, we'd see the footages. So she was running. She didn't even look at me. She just kept running. And so I told my mom, like, something else is going on. We need to, like, really pray. And then I drove down the street and we kept praying. And then I'm like, you know, let's get off the phone. I felt from the Holy Spirit to come back. And so I parked up there, and then I came down here and then just started praying with people as they were waiting. So there were some people that had kids that were in there. There was a gentleman with a wife that was at the school next door, and so he was waiting for her, so very emotional. But I was really encouraged by all the police support, all the different cities. So that felt very safe, even though we didn't know what was going on.
How far do you live from here?
I live in Sylvan Lake, and I work in Novi.
Got you. All right. So just to see this massive response out here, obviously with law enforcement, thoughts, feelings?
Oh, encouragement, definitely like a feeling of safety and just that support, that unity. I mean, our expressions were like, wow, oh my gosh, look at this, and very orderly. Even though they were fast, even from the beginning, I was like, whoa, something big is like a car chase or something. But it was very orderly, and everyone was very nice. Like I said, that like a bunch of us were here. Normally, I wouldn't be here because I don't have a parent in there. I mean, sorry, I don't have a child or anything in there. But the police were very kind to us. Yeah, it just felt, and like giving us updates, and even though they couldn't tell us that much. So it was very encouraging in that response.
Knowing that someone rammed a car through a place of worship, scary times we're in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we've been talking about that as we were waiting, and just even that like reminder that some people are not thinking straight, and people, it's not like they did it at a store, like you said, a place of worship. So I think too, for all of us to be kind to each other, to slow down, and to pay attention if we see someone that, or even something suspicious that doesn't hurt, I would think to just tell our local enforcements.
Obviously, you are a belief in religion. Does this situation make it concerning for you when you go to church?
Well, I have a sense of comfort from the Holy Spirit. So, and I feel like my days are numbered. But yes, we are, even as a church, we take precautions. We have security guards as well, and so for me personally, I feel safe wherever I go, if that makes sense. But if I had a child in there, I would have definitely been worried, or a loved one. But
as far as those families that you said were in the parking lot with you, where did they go? Did they go down there, or did they go down there?
No, they stood here because their children were in there. Yeah. But like their kids were in the daycare, and then I believe it got moved to, I'm going to say it wrong, but Shenandoah School.
I guess, how long will you stay out here?
Well, I was about to leave, but then people grabbed me. So, I was just staying to pray. I deal with chronic pain, so this is like the last place I would normally be. I should be on my couch with my heating pad and stuff.
But you felt the spirit that you needed to be out.
Oh yeah, I have a body brace on underneath. Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Swiss cheese.
Swiss.
Thank you so much. No, I know. Hey, thank
yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
I really, it's like, it was very organized.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Massive
So-
response. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
somebody else?
Yeah, I see that you look like a civilian.
Civilian.
Great job, Toria.
I am a talker.
All
Great job.
right.
Great job, man.
got a photo of bringing that stuff too. I can go back to the. Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see. I just did. Something out. It's cold out here. It is. Yeah. You need to dress appropriately. Yeah. Well, I was running out the door in just this, and I realized just my adrenaline, and then I run back inside. My fiance's like, "Got something." Yeah. Shirt. Yeah.
Oh, it has been warm the last couple days. Yeah. It's kind of what we see now. Yeah, it looks like. the whole staff here. We're all kind of standing up. Well, I have Jeremy Adams standing next to me wanting to claim my backpack, even though it's down to 20%, so it's going to need to be charged. So you want me to give it to Jeremy, or you want me to? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if they're still using my shot of the screen or not. Charlie? Charlie called me and said he was calling you guys and he was bailing. That was like over an hour. So, I don't know if that's what happened or not, but yeah, because he was trying to get to me and he never could get to me because he was on the other side from me. So he said he was going to check in with you because I got here and Camille was here and everybody else. Todd's here, Jeremy's here, I'm here. We're all in the same corner.
Hey, can you hear me? Just trying to figure out what the plan is here. Are you guys, you're still using our camera quite a bit? I mean, we have to edit something at some point, or you know. So I mean, literally that is it so far. I've been going door to door trying to find, because there's a good video that Channel 4 had showing the kids running from the other across the street. But I believe so. Eric, their photographer, he lives right a few doors down. He's in this neighborhood. I believe his wife is going to film his. I believe it was his wife's video. So I don't think we're going to get that. But I'm trying to find anyone who has it, or try to convince the people who own the home to talk, but they didn't want to earlier. So, but that's all I got right now. So let me know what you want us to do, because we can't. You know, we're gonna. And if you want me to just toss the bites, that's totally fine with that too. But I just need to know. Okay. 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 Good. All right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Bye. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, man. Just,
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message,
I was
it's right now.
Okay. I just, and would you want to talk to us at all just about jumping in to help, and just, it seems like it's, because it sounds like the kids ran over here and you're able to help them out, right?
Yeah, I was able to open up the garage. They stayed in there for a
I mean,
while.
that's pretty amazing. I don't know if you'd want to just share with us just how neighbors all came together, yourself included, and help these, are you sure?